starting with Tibetan, then expanding to, of course, English, Chinese, and other languages, such as like traditionally Buddhist languages, like of course Hindi, Korean, Japanese, Sri Lanka, Thai, etc. But also new mainstream languages which have like large audiences, like Portuguese, Spanish, Marathi, Swahili, etc. Yeah, there is actually a very growing community of Swahili speaking Buddhists who don't have access to much Buddhist information, and so there's really a big like need for this. Same thing for actually Portuguese, Spanish have like a huge audience or user base in Latin America, but there are only, I think, for Portuguese probably like 3 or 4 translators total, and for hundreds of thousands of readers who don't have access to information and don't really read English fluently. So yeah, so that's basically the overall vision on the data side. And we, of course, this also will have a huge impact for AI, because Wikipedia, Wikisource, Wikidata, are the primary source of training data for anyone training LLMs. And for AI, basically the Wikidata, Wikipedia are also one of the primary sources of factual information for LLM-powered tools that consult the internet. Yeah, and so we want to make sure that basically we increase the digital footprint of Buddhist, authentic Buddhist information. To make sure that LLMs and AI is trained on authentic Buddhist information, and also has access to this information at query time. Whenever someone asks a question, they can directly link back to the actual sources on Wikisource, etc. Yeah. So go ahead.
It's mainly Wikisource that you're working with?
No. Okay. Let me actually. So we prepared some. Tin Xiawang and some of our colleagues prepared some slides for this. Okay. So here is our strategy. So it's basically we're between. So the Tibetan text on Wikipedia. There's actually a wiki source. Tibetan. Now, can you see my screen? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so basically we're working with like Tibetan text on wiki source and Buddhist knowledge on Wikipedia. So these are the two sides of the project, and we have like all the metadata, etc., on Wikidata, of course. So facts on Wikidata. So we're working with the 3 different layers. But the team here now is mainly focusing on these 2. And so our general strategy is to start with Wikisource and Wikidata. So our estimate is that there are around 300,000 public domain texts in Tibetan language, mostly Buddhism. You have also like Tibetan medicine, etc. And so we're planning to publish first like the metadata, so the catalog, etc., because we have to make sure that we can back our claim, that the public domain claim for each of the texts. So publish all metadata on Wikipedia, and then publish the text on Wikisource, and we also link in wiki. Sorry, wiki data. So in the metadata and Wikidata, we also link the connection between different texts and commentaries, related texts, etc., and translations and editions, and different versions, and I mean it gets quite complicated. So we first publish metadata, then link with the commentaries, then publish the actual text on Wikisource, and we add like translations on Wikisource.
Yep.
So that's for all the source text. Yeah. And go ahead.
Oh no, I understand, and I can see your strategy with Wikipedia. All good. Keep going. That's
Okay.
great. I think what you're doing is wonderful, but keep going.
Okay. Yeah. So basically we just want to show. The way we do it is we actually. So that's the collaboration with BDRC. So this is the BDRC website.
Yeah.
And we, for example, this is a commentary on the hundreds levels mantra that we used, as an example. Yeah.
Yep.
So we upload it on Wikisource. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's the text on Wikisource. Back to the image. Yeah.
Yep. The picture. Yep.
Yeah. And once it's there, then we actually added like a small article, describing the actual text. So that's on Wikipedia. Yeah.
Yep.
And then we added like translation of the text in English. So that's the same text. So you have the text here, and there's an English translation.
Yep.
And so our team actually also specializes like all the text side. We also specialize in creating like AI powered translation workflows, and we get actually pretty good quality. So we'll just like first like publish AI drafts. It's not like straight Google Translate or ChatGPT translations. It's actually much more sophisticated than that.
Yep.
And then we'll keep like updating these. Yeah. So right now, so this is actually published there. Anyone can read it, and we'll add like other languages. So it's linked to the Tibetan text here.
Wow. Okay.
Which is linked to So we're planning to do this, but for 300,000 texts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So once we have this, then that's where we actually, so we don't have nice screenshots for that. So what we do is we draft articles. So for example, for the hundreds levels, okay.
Yep.
So this was like commentary on the hundreds levels.
Yep.
One second. Let me just get the. Okay. So what we showed was the commentary on hundreds levels, and we actually collected several commentaries on the hundreds levels. So it means like for each term, each syllable of the hundreds levels, and so this is the same for the Heart Sutra or Bodhicitta or whatever. Yep. So each concept is actually explained in the commentaries. So what we do is that we have some AI workflows that go and collect all the explanations for each syllable, from the commentaries. Yeah. So Benzer, Sato, Samaya, etc. Yeah.
Yep.
And we kind of like we basically extract like the explanations from all the commentaries. We compile an article where every sentence, every fact basically is directly coming from the commentaries.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the commentaries here. So this is back to another commentary, and you have like the citation that's highlighted directly. It's another
And
commentary on Wikisource.
your esteemed colleagues from Zongzhou Institute are clearly very qualified to provide oversight of the writing of this. This is excellent. Yes.
Exactly. So we have a team. So the team on the call. So you have half of it is the AI and tech people, and half of it is Buddhist tech specialists, who the Buddhist tech specialists actually do three things. The first thing is that they design the prompts to extract relevant information from the commentaries and compile articles. That's the first thing they do. Second thing they do is that they do quality control. Go through pages that were like this one. Actually, you can see there's a lot of citations. Yeah.
Yep.
And just make sure that it's organized properly, etc.
Yep.
And if it needs improvements, then the first thing they'll do is actually go back to the prompts and try to improve the prompts to make sure that for the next pages that are generated, the automated part will be improved. Yeah. Yep. So that the second thing is to do some quality control and improve the pipeline. Yeah.
Yep.
The AI assisted pipeline. And the third thing that they are going to do, we didn't start this yet, is to actually go around Buddhist communities, monasteries, schools, etc., and organize some workshops and training, and get as many people as possible to contribute to these mostly AI generated pages.
Yep.
That's it. So we want to do as much as possible with AI, with the help of AI. Yeah. And so one thing we do when generating content with AI is we basically all our prompts focus on making sure that AI doesn't add any new information.
Yes.
So all the information is all coming from the sources sitting on
Yes.
on Wikisource. Yeah. But then when we reach out to the communities, then we're expecting to get scholars and contributors to actually add more information, reorganize things, maybe simplify things, whatever.
Yep.
That's it. But the AI part is we make sure that actually it's not, the content is not AI generated, but it's just combined and formatted by AI.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. So basically, we first select all the key terms, etc. from the from the sources. For example, 100 syllables. You'll have 100 syllables. Like in the Heart Sutra, it will only be the key terms, not grammar particles, etc. Yeah. So that's the first thing you do. Then we get the explanatory material from the commentaries. We have some also AI assisted workflows that's just fetch every explanation of each important keyword or concept. Then we have we design so these prompts. Okay, so we have prompt. I see. Okay, so these are prompts in Tibetan, basically. That's it. And then, once we have this, then we have these are articles, that are, generated, and we do a little bit of quality control, and And so our goal is to then, then actually extend existing articles. So, for example, if we do a first pass with the Heart Sutra, so you have the term emptiness appearing in Heart Sutra, and you have the explanations of the term, the concept of emptiness, in all the Heart Sutra commentaries. Yeah. So we extract all the information from the Heart Sutra and related literature, and publish the first article on emptiness. Yeah. Then we move on to the Shantideva's Bodhicharya, the ninth chapter will have a lot of stuff to say about emptiness too. Yeah. So what we'll do is that instead of creating a new article on emptiness, it will just like compare the information that's already there in the article, from the Heart Sutra's content, and it will basically add new information or add new sources for things that exist, etc. And so this process also will be mostly automated and supervised by our content specialists and our tech team. Yeah. That's it. And then we do these campaigns and trainings, etc., with the community to make sure that we get more human input from the broader community later on. That's it. And we're hoping to do the same with, for example, English language and Chinese language articles too. For example, there is already an article on emptiness in the Buddhist context in English, but then we'll definitely have some new information coming from our workflows, and this information will be linked to. In Tibetan, it will be linked to the sources in Tibetan, and so since we'll have translations of the sources in English too, then we'll add, we'll review the current English article, and add new information which will be linked to the translations of the sources, English translations of the sources in Wikisource. That's it.
Can you go to your last slide?
Mm-hmm.
The one before that. Keep going.
This one. This one has questions.
No, the one before.
The one before improving standard of the articles, translating event commentaries. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is basically similar to what we had here. Yeah.
Okay. This looks fabulous. So what problems are you having? You can stop sharing now.
Okay.
Oh, these are the problems?
These are the questions, main questions we had. Maybe.
Oh,
okay, yeah.
So AI is causing Wikipedia, lots of consternation, and they're still discussing it. But the referencing remains absolute. So if you ensure that every sentence is backed by a source, you're fine. We're planning to translate the source text as well as new articles into several languages. The guidelines regarding this special going to hear about. No, you're free. Good to go for number 2.
Okay.
Except but clearly you understand the limitations of AI, so you know what you're working with, and you clearly have different language experts and also context experts. So it would seem to me that you're probably doing it at a higher standard than most. So that's fine. How can you work more closely in order to expand the Wikipedia in the Tibetan and Buddhist community to more STEM trainers? Yes. So that woman that we were talking with in New Zealand, she, as part of Wikimedia Foundation. So wait on. No. The funding is done regionally, and I know the woman who does the funding, and you would just need to put in a application for funding, and I think you would be likely to get it. They would be supportive, and I'd be happy to work with you on that application. I'll get you the name of the Asian region woman.
Great.
Oh, did you go to the conference, by the way? It hasn't been held yet.
We are going. Colin and I are going. Yeah.
Okay, you'll meet them all there in the Tibetan and Buddhist communities. I think you're exactly right about approaching Buddhist schools, Buddhist monasteries and things who understand Dharma and why it's important to put it up, because it seems to me that on Tibetan Wikipedia you have no need for stuff about Paris or about the football or about, fact stuff. The strength or the potential of the Tibetan Wikipedia is the Dharma, and that's what you're doing. So the Tibetan Buddhist communities or the Buddhist communities in schools where they're learning Dharma and in monasteries, if you can get them involved to be contributors, that would be great. Do Wikimedia organise workshops or send trainers? Yes, they do. So Wikimedia funded 2 Indian trainers to go to Bhutan recently to run workshops there. In India, it'll be very easy. But there is also a Taiwanese community, a Taiwanese Wikipedia.
Uh-huh.
So, but in India and across all the Indian languages, India has a huge and vibrant editing community. And I can also put you in touch with that one when I'm just making a note of this, name of Indian. There's sort of nowhere to go to get trained. It is better to have the Indian Wikipedians come to you. Now, Wikisource, how are you going with Wikisource? Because that's quite a specialised little corner of the whole Wikipedia movement. There's one in Australia who's an expert.
Uh-huh.
So are you having difficulties putting Wikisource, working with Wikisource?
Yeah, there are a few technical, issues we're having, and we also have issues with some tasks, require to be an admin or something like this, community, something, and we have some restrictions and some technical difficulties here and there. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I know who can help you with that. So this also came up with the Zonka Wikipedia. So you need to have admin rights, and to do that, you need to have people in your community go onto the village pump on the Tibetan Wikipedia and say, I want to stand for admin, and you need editors within the community to support you. Okay. And then you apply for admin rights. But again, I can help you with that. That's fine.
That would be great. Yeah.
Okay. I understand, I think, what it is that you need, and I'm sure I can help you and find the right people. Let me go away and put that together, and I'll send you a email back, or I'll send a document through WhatsApp telling you who the people are and suggesting how we can bring them perhaps onto a Zoom all together where you explain what it is that you want to do. Do you have a Facebook page or a website or a project page on Wikipedia that covers any of this?
Not yet, but we can, do this very quickly.
That would be good, particularly if you could do a project page on Wikipedia. Let me just show you the...
Okay.
We do actually have one that someone's put together, years ago and has been neglected. Because there's certainly one for Bhutan, Wikipedia. Yes, here it is. Okay, so you might want to do one like this. I'll just put it in chat. But that is specific to your project.
Right. Okay, thank you.
And
yeah.
Actually, you don't need to do the... what they're covering will be different to what you are. Keep it to a minimum, but just so that anybody, when you go for funding, they can immediately understand, you're interested in Wikisource, you've come out of OpenPesha, and what was the other one? Monlam AI. Yeah. So perhaps just project names, and then all of you put your names in.
Okay, great.
Because then when you go for admin rights, you'll already be in their system and recognised. So let me go away and do that. A couple of other things I just wanted to mention. When you showed me those pages that were in Tibetan of the 100 100 syllable
Yeah.
marker, I could see that
Yeah.
the discussion page is in red, which tells me that you
Right.
haven't put anything in there.
I see.
And I just mention that because it's such a resource for you with different people working on one page. That's where you put those kind of questions. Don't forget, so and so's commentary. Here's a link to that, or this was questioned, but this Lama said this here. That kind of discussion is not public, but it is to people who click on it who are interested. So anyone who's editing the page, if they think, oh, I don't think that's right, rather than just change it and wait to offend someone, you go into the discussion page and you say why you did it, and you discuss it behind. So I just wanted to point that out because it's such a resource to you.
Thank you. Yep, that's very useful.
The other thing is that the reason that the Wikipedia pages look like they do, the way they're structured, is because they come out of print mentality from the West. And they don't have to look like that. And it does have the capability for audio and for and you may want to, on the Tibetan Wikipedia, particularly because you have computer specialists in your group, you may be able to create a different template where you can make it easier to add audio. And I say this because I know there'll be bits of, I don't know, a teaching with Dilgo Khensi or something, and you could actually embed it on the page. So you don't have to feel hampered by that template that they have. You can change it.
Oh, very good to know.
Yeah, and I'll give you the name of the guy who can help you with that. He's
great.
Also interested in the multilingual.
Great, that will be very useful. Yeah, I mean, the audio is a little bit more tricky because of the copyright, things. So with the text, we have like, most of it is in public domain. But audio, of course, is more recent. So do you have any on this? Yeah.
Well, I guess I was just finding it hard to imagine that some old footage of Dilgo Khensi would be copyrighted, or that anybody would come after you for it. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Right. Okay.
Let me show you though. I'll give you an example. Where's
yeah. Do you want to share your screen? All right.
I'll stick it in the.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, I'll share screen if I may. Can you see my screen? So this is the page on a Western author. And what they've done, they've embedded in here a bit of audio.
I Richard Dilkins. My life has been at the University of Oxford. Written about gist. I've written about books, most of them about evolution. One was a children's book about science.
So that's it right there. And what they did is, Wikipedia went through this stage of going around to famous people and asking them to just say something so that they could embed these. So I really don't know the laws around copyright. So anyway, it's
okay. Yeah, we'll investigate. Yeah, that's a very good point because we have a lot of teachings, a lot of audio material. Yeah.
Even if you put how do I get out of here? Share, stop sharing. There we are. Even if you put them onto another site like YouTube and then linked at the bottom of your article.
I see. Great. Yeah, that would be very useful.
Or to the wherever else they might be. If a monastery has them on their website, if you could link to the Monlam AI or to the Pesha, Open Pesha. If you want to link, just link at the bottom of your articles.
Great.
Okay.
That's very good. We still have a couple of questions left.
Oh, please.
If you still have some time.
Yep.
Okay. Screen. Okay. Yeah, we're wondering also if there's some training material for new contributors. Some slides.
There is in English. There's lots of it, but Zonka Wikipedia have some. I don't know how helpful that is if it's in Zonka. Is it?
I mean, we'll have to translate or localize for sure. But if there's something, it will be very good to get started. Yeah.
Let me find it for you. Yep. Training material.
Yep. Thanks a lot. And the other thing was like Wikipedia admins and community managers, etc. But this, I think you already covered that. The grants part also.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so for the project, I think you also covered that. So basically, we create a project. So yeah, actually, that's something I wanted to ask to double check, because here what you shared is like this is more like it's not like a tied to a specific project with a time frame and funding and organization, etc. Yeah. So I was wondering if we should set up something that's more specifically for our OpenPecha team for this project, over a few years, or I don't know what's that.
Yeah. So I reckon this could be a area of difficulty for you because no one owns anything on Wikipedia, no one owns any page, and you can't stop anyone from editing the pages that you put up. So even if you're writing about, say, the 100-syllable mantra from a position of great expertise, someone in America who thinks they know more on English Wikipedia, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you're going to face that. So that's number one. Number two, if you put up on English Wikipedia something like Dharma Project or Tibetan Dharma Project, you will have others join it who aren't part of your team. And that may not be helpful. Because what we're trying to do is maintain the integrity of the Dharma as it goes online. And Wikipedia might be a site of tension for you to achieve that. So English Wikipedia, I'd be very careful. Now on Tibetan Wikipedia, well, they have to speak Tibetan. So already you've got rid of half those know-alls from English-speaking know-alls. They just can't participate. But that is something you should think about. So actually, as I'm thinking about it, perhaps on Wiki Project Tibet,
so there's an aspect of it also is the political aspect. So we're trying to focus on Buddhism and be completely, like non-political. So here, this one seems to be, quite, mainly related to the political aspects.
Yeah. So, well, why don't you start a page that is Tibetan Buddhism Project?
Right.
On English Wikipedia, and just keep it really brief, and don't put anything on there that and I don't mean political. I just mean so. For example, in Australia, as a member of the Australian Wikipedia chapter, another Wikipedian who knew that I was Buddhist tried to get me to engage with what he said were arguments about Tibetan Buddhism on English Wikipedia. And I said, no, not my area. But it did make me aware that there are these arguments. And to be polite about my colleague, he was not quite right. in their head. He has as much right to write about Tibetan Buddhism on English Wikipedia as a graduate of Zongzar Institute. So, because it's about the integrity of Dharma that you want to do, yeah, wow. I don't know. I think on the Tibetan Wikipedia you're fine. I wouldn't put open Pesha on there because I would keep your community as is. Once you have admin rights and once you have done enough edits, then you start to have seniority and you can say, no, that's not right, and correct it. You can also support each other and correct things.
Right. Yeah, so I think even for the English and Chinese languages, I think that we are not too worried because our approach is really to back everything with sources published on Wikisource. So I guess like even if there's some arguments or whatever, at least anything we add is always backed by actual sources behind. Does that actually count in a editing battle, or does it not really have that much weight?
Yeah, no, it does. It just can be exhausting to go into these editing battles. Just sort of.
Right.
The other thing I'm thinking is that the Rigpa wiki is pretty good. Have you looked at the Rigpa wiki?
We have, yeah. So we actually we have looked at Rigpa wiki, at BDRC and Adarsha. There are like quite a few websites started by Buddhist communities, and so we decided actually to focus on Wikipedia and Wikisource instead, because it's not under a specific organization, and we have it will be much easier to actually have everyone to work together.
And also because it's what's training AI, so that's where the information, the authentic. No, I absolutely understand. No, I think you're right. I think it's great. So back to your original question then was, should you join as a group or as individuals? I'd say as individuals, and maintain your group outside.
I see. Okay. That works too. And so another point, maybe this is a little bit more technical, but for example, when adding content, all the AI assisted, generated content, both for the sources and for the articles that are basically, a collection of citations, linked to Wikisource. So we are thinking, we will need to create some bots on Wikipedia that can, automatically, basically, using APIs, etc. So is there anything we should know, or some restrictions, or some, about it? Or should we just ask questions in the relevant, discussions on Wikipedia, or,
Probably, but what I'm going to try to do is to put together about 3 people that are going to be able to help you specifically so that you don't have to go down that path. And so the person that I'm thinking of who can help you with admin rights, with multi-language, with changing templates, he'll also be able to help you with bots. His name's Amir, he's based in the US, and he'll be thrilled to help. And the same with, there's an Indian man who will also be able to help. So let me get together a couple of people from various threads of the organisation and come back to you that they can help across all those questions you have: funding, templates, bots, all of it.
That's really helpful. I think that will really help us a lot. So so far we have been doing a trial and error. We have some things that's deleted, and we have to ask why is it deleted. We learn a new thing, etc. Of course, having experienced people on board will save us a lot of time.
Yes, no problem. Go on, can you put your email address in the chat? And as I email these people, I'll copy you in, just so that you can see who they are and what's being said. And correct me if I, misinterpreted anything.
Yeah, done.
Got it. Okay, give me a couple of days and hopefully I can come back to you with some good news and some people.
Great, thanks a lot. Yeah.
Motorilla. The Wikipedia can all over the info box, the sandbox, the so Tibetan and the boy.
Did you Dendrup suffered a lot, many months, trying to set up some, info box in Tibetan, but without admin rights, it's not possible, and we didn't manage to get admin rights because there's no really active community, and so you were kind of stuck with these kind of things. Yeah, he just wanted to make sure that we'll find a solution for that.
Yep. Most definitely. I understand your frustrations, and I can see that it just goes around. And I get it.
Thank you.
Well, it's been very lovely meeting you all. I think you're doing inspiring work, and I wish you all the very, very best for it. And I'll be in touch with you. Go on.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Thanks a lot for your time and your help. Yeah.
No problem.
Thank you.
Ashidele.
Thank you.